Lisa and welcome back to my channel, The Southern Seamstress. I hope everyone's been doing well. I can't believe that it's already November. I don't know about you, but I haven't bought or made a single Christmas gift, and I'm starting to feel a little bit behind schedule. In the last few months, I've been looking at Pinterest and searching the internet and compiling a list of free patterns that I think might make cute Christmas gifts. I've got quite a list, so I'm going to be dividing up the different patterns into several different videos. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing the first dozen of those free patterns. So I don't believe I have mentioned any of these patterns before in any of my previous videos, and have not made any of these patterns yet. And I probably will not make all of them, but I do have a few of them on my to-do list. So I'm going to start out with probably the simplest of all 12 patterns, and it is the Wristlet Key Fob by Shei. I think it's a great pattern for when you need something that's simple to make and quick, but you still want it to be personable. I've heard several people say that these make great teacher gifts. All you're going to need for this project is some very small pieces of fabric. I think you could use quilter's cotton or twill or canvas, and then some medium weight interfacing, and then it calls for either a 1-inch swivel snap or an alligator clasp. Now the next pattern is one I just recently saw when I was watching videos on YouTube. I like this pattern because it's a project that actually recycles old denim jeans. The pattern is called the 3-Stripe Denim Tote Bag, and it's by Hello Sewing. As far as I could tell, this is just a YouTube video tutorial. I didn't really see any written instructions on a website, but this should be a quick and easy tote to make. She uses 3 different shades of denim for her outer bag, and then it's also lined, and she doesn't, I think, use a zipper or a snap, but you could add a snap and you could easily add an interior pocket. So if you've got several pairs of old jeans around, this may be a good project for you. One thing I really like to give for gifts are items that you can use in the kitchen. So item number 3 is a Patchwork Potholder by Shei. I like this pot holder because it's got little pockets on each side to help protect your hands when you're taking something hot out of the oven. And it's also a great project for using up small scraps of fabric. Now, if you don't like to do patchwork, you could certainly substitute solid fabric for where they have the patchwork pieces. For this project, you'll just need some quilter's cotton, some Insul Bright, some cotton batting, and then some bias strips that you can buy or make yourself. I think a set of these would be great given with maybe a couple of cute tea towels. So that's the Patchwork Potholder by Shei. Pattern number 4 is the Happy Handbag by 100 Billion Stars. Now I think this is the first time I've ever heard of this pattern company or blog, but when I saw the picture of the handbag, I thought it was really cute. I love the shape of this handbag and the little curved straps at the top. Now this handbag uses a couple of stiff type stabilizers that help it stand up on its own. It has a magnetic snap to keep it closed, and it has one interior pocket, but it looks like it doesn't have any exterior pocket. The finished size of this bag is 13 inches wide, 9 inches tall, and 3 inches deep. I think this bag would make a really nice gift for someone. So that's the Happy Handbag by 100 Billion Stars. Now the next pattern is one that you might want to make up and give before Christmas because it has a Christmas theme to it. And it is the Christmas Tree Table Runner by Center Street Quilts. Now I'm not really a quilter, but I thought this little table runner was really cute and would be great for someone who just wants to do a small quilting project. In the picture, they have it made up in Christmas colors, but you could easily use fall colors and make it a fall table runner. Now this pattern uses 2.5 inches strips, so it would be a great project for jelly rolls. The one they have in the picture has some really pretty quilting lines that kind of form swirls, but if you don't have a machine that does decorative quilting, you could always just do maybe some diagonal lines going each direction to form little diamonds. I think that would work out well too. If you hear a little noise in the background, that's my son's dog, Lucky. He's always chewing on something or moving around. My little dogs are really good to take a nap when I'm filming, but Lucky is in a playful mood right now. So that was the Christmas Tree Table Runner by Center Street Quilts. Now pattern number 6 is another one by Shei, and it is a cute little case for putting crochet hooks in. The case is about 8 inches by 12 inches unrolled and 8 by 4 inches when it's rolled up. I think this would be the perfect gift if you know someone who crochets, and you could always make it for yourself if you're a crocheter. In the one she made, she uses some canvas fabric, also a little bit of mesh fabric, and a little strip of vinyl. But if you don't have any mesh fabric, you could just use some quilter's cotton, and you could also use quilter's cotton for the exterior. You'd probably just want to use a little stiffer interfacing. Now, if you haven't signed up for Shei's email list, I would really encourage you to do it, because each day she sends out an email and she features one of her free pattern tutorials. Now, you can look at her tutorials on her website and make these patterns for free, but she also has like a nice PDF version that you can buy, I think for like $3. But if you sign up for her email, each day she features one of these patterns, and if you open your email, there'll be a link to get the PDF version free. So each day I'll check my emails just to see what she sent out, to see if I want the pattern or if I already have it. Now, she does have a lot of free tutorials, so I've collected probably, I don't know, 30 different PDFs, patterns from her. And she has a lot of quilt patterns if you're into quilting. So I haven't saved all of those, but I've saved a few that I thought were really cute. So that's the crochet hook case by Shei. So the next pattern I'm going to talk about is also by Shei, and it is just called the Drawstring backpack. Now, if you're looking for a really simple backpack, I think this would be a great pattern. I was wanting to make this pattern up for my Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes, but I just didn't get around to it. But it is one that I'm going to try because I think it would be a good item for those boxes. Basically, it's just a drawstring bag that has some shoulder straps attached that help you wear it as a backpack. Now, she's just made hers out of some quilter's cotton, I believe, but you can make it out of some heavier fabric, especially if you think they're going to be putting heavier items in it. Now, I think in her version she doesn't have any pockets, but you could easily add some pockets to the inside or outside, I think. I'm not sure what the finished dimensions are of this backpack, but it looks like it could be adjusted to be bigger or smaller depending on the size of child or person that you're giving it to. So that's the Drawstring backpack by Shei. So like I said before, I have saved a lot of the Shei patterns. I probably could have done just the whole video with her patterns, because the next one is also by Shei, and it is the Log Cabin Hexi Potholder. So this is the second potholder pattern in my list. I think I just have 2 to share today. I thought this was a really cool design. I like the shape. I like that you can use your scraps up making them. And depending on the size, it could be a pot holder, or if you made it a little smaller, it could be a trivet, or you made it a little larger, it could be a hot pad. So like the previous pot holder, she's using quilter's cotton, Insul Bright, and cotton batting. I like this pattern too because you don't have to use any bias tape. You're just going to be putting the front and back together, of course, along with the batting and the Insul Bright, and sewing it together and then turning it right side out. And then you can just top stitch around the edge to close up the opening. So I think this would be a pretty simple pattern to make. Now, I really like this next pattern, and it is called the Hanging Cosmetic Bag by Sewing Times. I think the one she's made in the picture looks really cute. I really like this print that she's used. So for this pattern, she has a video tutorial on YouTube that shows her making it. I think it gives the dimensions and everything. But for this one, you can also go to her blog site, and she has the written instructions. She has all the different pieces with the dimensions, so you don't have to watch the video to copy down the measurements. You can just go to the blog site. This bag uses a little bit of everything. Of course, it's got the exterior fabric, it's got the lining fabric, it uses a little bit of webbing for the closure and a buckle. It requires 2 zippers and a little D-ring. So I think this would be good for teenagers or adults, and I think this may be going on my to-do list for Christmas. Now, if you want to make someone a really big bag, the next pattern will be perfect. It's the Cargo Duffel by Noodlehead. Now, I don't know if you've made any Noodlehead patterns, but they really have good instructions and good illustrations. They have a lot of patterns for sale on their website, but they also offer a few free patterns, and this is one of them. The finished dimensions for this bag are 18 inches wide, 11 inches tall, and 6 inches deep. So looking at the picture, it looks like it would hold quite a few items. It's got a large zipper opening across the top, and it's got 2 snap pockets on the front. It also has some interior pockets. I think this would make a great gift for kids or adults, male or female, depending on the fabric that you use. So that's the Cargo Duffel Bag by Noodlehead Patterns. So we're down to the last 2 patterns, and the next one is not a people pattern, but it's one you can make for your furry friend or someone else's furry friend. And it is a pet bed that can be for a cat or a dog. It comes in 2 different sizes, and it is by Sewing Times. Just like one of her previous patterns I mentioned, she has a YouTube video tutorial that shows her making the beds, but she also has the written instructions and measurements on her blog. Now this bed looks pretty comfy. Now I believe the outer cover has a zipper around it so you can take it off and wash it easily. I've got 3 dogs, so I may have to make one of these up for my house. So we're down to the last pattern, and it is a Crossbody Bag by Mindy Makes. I think this is the first pattern I've come across by Mindy Makes, but I think it looks really cute in the picture. The finished dimensions are about 9.5 inches wide, 7.5 inches tall, and 1.5 inches deep. So not super big, but kind of a medium size crossbody bag. She's making her strap just out of the same fabric as her bag. I think she does have a slider on the strap to make it adjustable and linked. It uses 2 zippers, 1 zipper across the top to close off the main bag, and 1 on the front for a zippered pocket. Now she has the complete instructions on her website, and she also has the pattern templates in her pattern library in a PDF version. Now to access her pattern library, you have to give her your email, and then she'll send you an email with the pattern library password. But once you have the password, you can access her free pattern library that has the templates, so you don't have to draw out or measure any rectangles. You can just print out the template and then tape the pages together and cut out the pattern pieces. So that's the Crossbody Bag by Mindy Makes. So I hope you've enjoyed the first 12 pattern suggestions for gift ideas for Christmas. If you did like the video, I'd love for you to give me a thumbs up. Like I said at the beginning, I've compiled quite a list of patterns that I want to share. So hopefully in another couple of weeks, I'll get the second set out to you. And my list keeps getting longer, so it may be a total of 3 different videos. But my plan is to get them all out by the 1st of December. So hopefully that'll still give you time to make up the patterns for gifts. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and spending a little time with me. If you're not subscribed already, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. So until I see you in my next video, take care and happy sewing.